Hi friends, welcome to episode 38 of Last Stitch Effort. My name is Pacasha and this is my knitting podcast, vlog, whatever, about using up my stash. Um, Try not to add too much to it, but sometimes that happens and that's okay. But really my passion is using up lots of little bits. And I kind of haven't been doing that lately just because that's the season of knitting I'm in and also the projects I'm making. I'm actually kind of low on like half skeins and things like that to kind of piece together all those things to make sure everything is, you know, used efficiently or whatever appropriately. So, yeah, so lots of like kind of newer projects, but you will get like leftover remnant type projects eventually. I do like doing that, and I hope that I'm always inspired when I see when people use like different components of other projects and how they work together to make something that normally people wouldn't think twice about either creating or using. So, I want to talk about something that I have nothing to show you. But anyway, I'm not wearing any knitwear except for some socks, and you probably don't need to see those right now. So we'll just move straight on into works in progress. Or no, whips. I have one whip. This is the Dragonmoss pillow by Eric Lutz. This was from a Rib magazine, I think the very first edition, which was a magazine several years ago with projects for males. Well, you know, very simple projects, very like clean projects, not for males, but it was male owned and operated. And anyway, so this was from that magazine. You can see I haven't woven in my ends yet. Things are taking a while to dry. This even feels like, I mean, this has been dry for days, but it still feels like it's got almost a dampness to it. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I did not, like, obviously I haven't added the cushion yet. I'm going to have to make one because it's such a weird size. Probably my gauge. I'm thinking about once I get a pillow made for it, I had considered making a button, like adding a few more inches on one side and making a fold over like button flap. But I think I'm just going to use like a contrasting color of like maybe like an embroidery floss to just kind of whip stitch it into place. So that way if I do need to wash it, I can just clip that and take the pillow out and wash either the pillow or the cover or both or whatever. Um, ah! Oh, I just dropped it in my water. Oh, now it's really not going to be dry. That was stupid. Okay, moving on. Um, so I haven't finished any other knits, but I have been spinning a whole lot, especially this last week. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I talked to you, so really the whole 2 weeks, but really, really this week. Um, I am spinning. Sorry, I can't reach. I am spinning some handspun to make Andrea Mowry's Nightshift shawl. And that requires like 5 colors of Dream State. And I've got tons of spinning fiber. So I went through, I grabbed all of my merino and then I whittled that down to things that would kind of work together. I do not enjoy merino as a whole. Like, no, I don't like to spin it. I don't necessarily like to use it for knitting. Um, I don't mind knitting with it. Obviously, it's lovely. It's so soft, but it doesn't really make the most durable pieces. Um, and usually to make it slightly more durable, I mean, it's still going to pill, but they superwash it. I don't really like the superwash process either. Um, I say this as I'm holding highly dyed ultra processed fibers. So it's not like it is an environmental thing, but it's also, I don't know. I don't like kind of a plasticky feel of anything. Just my opinion. You do you. Anyway, so I pulled out all my merino because I figure if I'm trying to curate, if you will, that's kind of an eye roll word for me. Um, curate like the perfect stash, I would want to not have much merino, if any at all, in both knitting and fiber. So I pulled it out because, you know, I'm going to use it now. This is the first color. Actually, this is the first color that I finished spinning. No, this is the first color I start. I did not finish spinning it, but this is Southern Cross Fiber in Elixir, and this is a superwash merino club color from like 10 years ago or so. This is like 220 grams, which is approximately 8 ounces. There is another little mini skein just I made to use up everything that wouldn't quite fit on this bobbin. This one's still very, very wet, but that's the first color. And Southern Cross doesn't dye anymore, which makes me very sad. Oh, it fell in my water again. Seriously? Okay. The next color is Cloudy Skies by Hello Yarn. And this is, I think it's a Merino and Tussah blend. And this is a club color from several years ago too. So I have 8 ounces of this. And then another Hello Yarn I have is Bairin Breac. And it's, I think this is just a merino. I don't think it has any silk or anything in it. And then I have a few solids kind of picked out, but I haven't finished spinning those yet. So when I finish those, I'll show you. But I thought that they look interesting together. These are longer color runs. This one had shorter blips of color, so it should be interesting how that knits up. And yeah, so that will go on the needles when it can. I had planned on casting this on during an upcoming trip, and that would be like my trip project, but I don't think I'm gonna have, I don't think they're gonna be dry in time, and I don't know, I don't know if I'll be able to focus on doing it during that trip, so I'll find something else to work on, which is fine because I've got lots of things to work on. Anyway, so an awesome big bunch of Handspun. This actually should be enough, like weight wise. I don't know if it's enough yardage wise. I haven't measured yardage yet. But I am doing the solids just in case I do need a little bit more, and it doesn't matter if I have leftovers because I like to use leftovers. All right, so that's that. And now we'll go on to works in progress. And the first time I recorded this, I ripped a needle out. So if you look closely, it may not be back on the needles properly, and I'll worry about that when I get to it. But this is the Almondine pattern by Hanson from, I don't know, Master's Class Sock Knitting book. I don't know. It's an Bud book though. And I am using Yarnsmiths Merino sock, which is a superwash, and it is merino, but I am enjoying it. I don't think these socks are going to last forever, but socks don't last forever. So yeah, I think I was just at the ribbing last time. We'll just move right along. I did work a whole bunch on my half and half triangles wrap, but I guess I left that in the car because it's not here. So the next thing I casted on, and this is going to be really pathetic, but this is my Night and Day Cowl or Day and Night Cowl by Andrea Mowry, and I've only gotten that far. And I'm using Harrisville Nightshades leftovers from my friend Alicia, who made this also in these same colors. I'm not even going to talk about that because, like, I seriously just did a little bit and then put it down. And not to rush too much, but I just don't have a whole lot of time, and I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I've had jury duty more this week. I was selected on another jury, and it was a 2-day trial, and actually ended up being the alternate at the end, which was frustrating, but not really. It was understandable. So Yeah, so it's been kind of a hectic week. We've got a lot of things going on right now, and we've got some things coming up this next week. It's really going to be crazy, and then there's Thanksgiving. So um, I'm just going to keep this short and sweet, and that's what I'm doing. Try to catch you up on those projects, and hopefully I'll talk to you, and maybe I'll have time next week. I don't think I will, but definitely sometime around Thanksgiving, U.S. Thanksgiving. So I hope you are all having a fantastic weekend, and yeah, let me know what you're working on below. Love you guys, and take care.